Well, we're going to do a little interview today.
All right.
Thanks for doing it.
No problem. No problem.
There was a recent article in Variety magazine, and what this critic said was, the Smiling Quintet's highly choreographed show came across as little more than paint-by-numbers kiddie entertainment, the skin-crawling horror. I mean, they called your debut album an abomination. You know, how do you respond to this kind of criticism?
It's an easy thing to do to bash us because everybody expects that O-Town is going to be garbage.
You have managers, you have publicists, you know, instructing you every step of the way. And I think that's a main reason why people have a gripe with the whole concept of O-Town, because they don't really get a sense of who you are. So I guess the main question here is, who are you guys? Who is O-Town? So who really is O-Town?
We wanted to be in a music group. We wanted to be signed to a record label and have our own music and write our own music.
Clive is pretty much the ultimate A&R guy. Have you guys played your songs for him yet?
We haven't yet, but I mean, he knows that we're writing, and honestly, he doesn't have a reason to believe that we can write yet because he hasn't heard anything.
If there's one thing that critics react to positively, it's when your songs actually make it onto an album and are good, you know, and I think that that will definitely change people's opinions about you guys and how you got to be where you're at today.
This time around, what's important for us is to focus in on our songwriting ability and grow as writers. It's a huge opportunity for us, and we have to take advantage of it.
I like doing these interviews. It reminds us of how much we have to grow.
Right.
And it reminds us that not everybody out there likes O-Town. I know that we have the talent. We just have to prove it. It's starting to feel like it's now or never.
I don't really care what a critic says, but I want it to be things that I want to say and music that I'm excited to play and I'm excited to...
Exactly. That's why we need to write it.
We need to write our own music, but that's something that I'm kind of afraid of.
I think this critic proves the exact fact that we just began to scratch the surface of proving people wrong. It does mean more if it's our music.
What's that one?
Up in the morning, I can't wait to see your face. That one's the one I wrote for Janie.
I've heard you mess around with that one before, but I didn't know you were working on something.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide which songs I want to submit for O-Town. I think that one could be a good one. I love my music, and I absolutely love Janie. And when I put those two together, it's just amazing.
My sister brought these letters, and I have to read them to you. They're the letters that you wrote me in, like, 6th grade.
Oh, my.
And they're really funny.
Oh, my God. Since I was a little kid, 12 years old, I've loved Janie.
Janie, I want to make sure that you know I like you a lot. As long as you still like me, I don't think I shall ever stop liking you. Wait, switch that to love. You're such a dork. I love it.
Thanks.
I want you to know that I think you're very sweet and very beautiful.
All right.
And I love you very much.
All right.
You're so cute.
I am madly in love with Janie. It's still the same.
Next page.
Oh, why are you doing this to me?
Clive comes in and sees us doing this, he's gonna be like, these guys will pick any songs for the second album. They're easily gonna be.
We're meeting with Clive Davis right now, and we're discussing where the second album is gonna go, what kind of music we're gonna put on it.
Oh, hey! C. Diddy!
I brought the new billboard. Well, O-Town jumped from 124 to 101 in its 42nd week.
Wow, 40 weeks on the chart.
Wow.
What about the next single?
Yeah, we really want to release Love Should Be a Crime.
Love Should Be a Crime is a possibility for our next single because it's a different sounding song.
Love should be a crime.
Our research shows it's not going to be a hit record. I mean, I can't really release that.
Clive Davis is a genius. When he feels something's not a hit, he'll say it, but I can't help but disagree. To hear somebody say, no, it's not going to be a single because of testing. What do you test? If you're a record executive, don't you think you have a better understanding of what good music is?
Whether Love Should Be a Crime is 2 Beatlesque, whatever it is, we've tested it 4 times. We've got to come out with a hit. You don't want to end this album coming out with a mid-charter. That would be suicidal. Who do you think it would be productive to try to find the A material from?
It's common practice for record labels to go and search for the top songwriters to create an album.
I personally want harder hitting, like girl kind of stuff.
I think we want to write, though. I mean, we want to have an opportunity to write.
With respect to your writing, you got your careers at stake. It's not easy to write a hit song.
Is our stuff really going to compare to Diane Warren, Nelly, Steve Mack? These are heavy-hitting writers. And this is the first time we're doing this.
I have a highly developed fear of failure. I will hope to make that contagious so that you keep the bar up for yourself.
This time around, I really want my songs on the album. I'm really nervous about it, but I believe that I can write. It's scary.